This is the NFL on EA Sports. We're 10 miles south of downtown LA as you get a look inside SoFi Stadium here in Inglewood. Tonight on Sunday Night Primetime, it's the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Los Angeles Rams. Alongside Greg Olson, I'm Mike Tirico. The kicker has us set for the start. Off we go on Sunday Night Football. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. First play of the game, first throw of the game. Quick throw, taken in. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
And he's going to be out of bounds just beyond midfield. A gain there of 23 yards. First down, LA.
First down.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. But think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often. So that might be his first target, but I don't think it's going to be his last.
Thrown into a sea of bodies, but it's complete. And they'll take this down inside the 35. The rookie from Alabama on target there. It is a first down. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. They'll try to get the running game going. His first carry. He'll edge forward for maybe a yard. Keanu Benton there for the stop.
29-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
From the 29, here's 2nd and 8. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force 3rd down.
8 yards to go.
And that's exactly what every defense is trying to do in the passing game. They want to muddy up these windows, Mike, make every throw as contested as possible. No separation, contact right at the catch point, and does a great job forcing the incomplete pass.
He's got his tight end. That's Ferguson. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10.
22 yards.
That is a gain of 22, and it sets up first down and goal.
First and goal at the 8-yard line.
This has been a solid opening drive. They're knocking on the door. First and goal. That's hauled in at the 2. And he's going to be down close to the goal line. Good job defensively to make sure he did not get to the end zone.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
They'll look to throw yet again. A look to the end zone, and it's broken up. Incomplete. There was no space, no separation that time. That's going to bring it to third and goal.
Doesn't get much better than that. Had he gotten there just a little bit earlier, he probably draws the flag a little late, and it's probably a touchdown. From the 2-yard line yet again, what can they do on third and goal? And that is incomplete. That's a throw that's going to make them cringe on Monday, Mike, in the film room. At this level, quick hitters, those quick, easy passes, those should be borderline automatic. But it was anything but this time around. So, trying to make a statement on this opening drive. Gonna go for it on fourth and goal. That's gonna be caught. And he's in. Touchdown, Los Angeles. That's the 5th touchdown for him on the year. When things haven't been going your way, like they haven't around here recently, Mike, this is exactly what you need. You're looking for a spark. So to take the opening possession of the game, march it down there, and come away with the score, all of a sudden the sideline's a lot more positive. There's a lot more good energy amongst your teammates. Is that the spark they needed to turn this thing around?
Joshua Carney.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. Jones now on the return. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start.
At their own 28-yard line.
On first and 10, they'll set up to throw. That's going to be incomplete. Hubbard's very stout there. That's going to bring up second down. DK Metcalf was the intended target. And it'll bring up second down.
Okay, break. Here we go.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. He's got McKenzie. It's complete. And he's out of bounds inside the 45-yard line. A pickup there of 28 yards.
Really nice throw there. The ability to throw the ball out on the perimeter. Yes, arm strength and all of that, but it's also timing. The timing of the route. When is that wide receiver coming out of his break to deliver that ball accurately as his head comes around? If the ball's thrown too early, the receiver's not ready. If the ball's thrown too late, that's when disaster strikes.
So they come to the line for first down and 10.
Here we go.
Here's a first carry for their running back. Strong running there. He brings this down inside the 25. They get an even 20 of that one. Good for a Steeler first down.
I think it's clear this is something this offense wants to major in, the ability to run the ball effectively against this defense. And after that big gain, you have to imagine they're going to come back to it and dare them to stop it.
But really ain't tripping, we can get it right through the,
Ready up. Ready.
To the air now on first and 10. That's caught by the tight end, Darnell Washington. And they're in business now. He is out of bounds inside the 10. 17 yards on the gain, and now they've got first and goal.
And this has been a really nice answer so far to this game. Like, I mean, you watch your opponent take the initial drive and go right down the field and score. And what are you going to do in response? What are you going to do when you get that ball back for the first time in your huddle? And tell you what, they've answered all those questions, and now they're set up first and goal.
To the 5-yard line.
Pickup of 2 brings up second and goal.
Second and goal.
Ready.
They'll look to throw. That one is caught in the back of the end zone. Darnell Washington. Touchdown, Steelers.
And what a response by this offense. It's not easy taking the field, Mike, for the first time in the game, and you find yourself already down to score. They watch their opponent kind of march down the field and score in the opening possession, and they're able now to go out and square it on up. Allows you to take a deep breath, maybe get a little confidence for your defense to go out and get a stop, and they come away with this extra point. We got ourselves a tie ball game.
Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. This taken in at the 8-yard line. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
They'll begin here on the ground. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Here's 2nd and 9. They'll stick with him again. Into the secondary at the 45. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield. They get 18 on that one. Good for a Rams first down.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
And a nice run. Get them about 9. It'll bring up 2nd down.
On the pickup.
Really nice job by the interior of this offensive line. It typically just takes one guy to distort the defense to give the back enough room to operate, and that's exactly what they did here, and it led to a big gain.
2nd and inches. First carry now for Jaden Blue. And he'll get about 4 out of that one. That should be enough to move the chains. It is first down.
Good for a Rams first down. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Now give on the ground. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain. Now it appears we've got a Steeler injured on that play. The training staff going to look, and we'll step out for a moment. Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd down and 9. Now faking the give. That one intercepted. He works free, right side. And he's going to bring this one back the distance. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
He's going to have a lot better moments than this one, Mike. You just can't force that throw. Not at this level. It's going to cost you more times than not. And for this young rookie, hopefully this is one that he can learn from and not continue to repeat.
Good. Makes the score Steelers 14.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This is going to be taken in at the 3. And the good kick pays off. We'll only be able to take this past the 10-yard line. Now he's loose down the middle of the field. Moving inside the 20. And what an effort after the catch. He goes all the way. 88 yards. Touchdown, Los Angeles. A terrific job all the way around, especially after the catch, Greg, to take it to the end zone for a touchdown.
I'm just so impressed by the acceleration of this receiver, Mike. He catches what is a short pass, and he's able to turn it up the field and take it all the way for 6. That is an impressive play, run after catch.
That ball going to hop into the end zone. It's a touchback that will come out to the 20-yard line. The Steelers going to use one of their timeouts, and they'll get a chance to catch their breath over on the sideline. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. Moore going in motion. They'll start by going forward with a pop pass. And he's going to wind up losing yardage here, and that will take us to the end of the opening quarter of play. The Steelers with the football to begin the second quarter. They've got it with 2nd down and 13 in front of them.
Get it!
His throw left side is complete. And he'll be very close to a 1st down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot. Here's 3rd down and a few inches.
Here we go, here we go.
Putting one of their tight ends in motion left. They try and run for the 1st down with Jones. And he's going to be brought down, but not until he gets inside the 35. That is a big-time play for the Steelers. 37 yards.
3rd down and short. You decide to hand the ball off. What you're really telling yourself is just pick up enough yards to reset these downs. But in this case, the back had a whole lot more in mind. He saw the crease, and he hit it, and it led to a big gain.
And he'll get forward for a couple. It's 2nd down.
He's brought down at the 31. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and
8. Let's go now.
They run it over center with Harris. With good blocking leading the way, he's got the 1st down inside the 25.
He was taken down.
The trend around the league, Mike, is that we've seen that running back has really turned into a young man's game. And there's something to be said for having some fresh legs, fresh out of college. They love the dynamic ability this guy brings to their rushing attack, and it's clear why.
Okay, break.
1st and 10.
Ready? Go.
Handoff here, up the middle. And the strength on display, rattling through tacklers for a gain of 8 yards.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Here's 2nd and 2.
Let's go.
A run. Here's Harris. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. It's his 4th rushing touchdown of the year.
That's a heck of a run right there, and I can't tell you, Mike, how many running backs coaches I've heard over the years say, your responsibility with the ball is to make the first guy miss. You can't block everybody on the field. That's the role of a good running back, and you see it here. All it takes is one missed tackle to get this guy in space, and he's able to do the rest with his legs and take it all the way.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Here comes a return from the 5. And And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over.
And their own 23-yard line.
The drive starts with a carry by Blue. And he's going to be marked down up around the 33. They'll get 11 there, and that's a quick first down.
A really nice start here to the drive. Early down success. Every offensive coordinator is trying to find ways. How do we pick up first downs without having to get to third down? We see it here. Big explosive run. Now the rest of the drive unfolds.
So it'll be 1st and 10. They'll scrimmage at the 33. A handoff as they try to run it here. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield. A couple of big plays to start this drive. How about 17 on this one?
We've seen this trend throughout the league, Mike. Offensively, everyone wants to have depth at the running back position. Yeah, it's great to have one guy. But if you could have 2 or 3 that could all come in and contribute on the ground, that's the goal, and we're seeing it here.
And wow, tough to bring down that time. Surging forward for a pickup of 6. 2nd down.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
From the 43, here's 2nd and 3. Now this time they'll look to throw. That's complete to Hall, the tight end. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line. First time they've looked his way tonight. Good time to do it. It's a 1st down.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get them the ball, pick up the 1st down.
In the red zone now, he'll drop to throw. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. That's right side. He's got Ferguson. Oh, nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
Here's a 3rd and 10. Now they'll set up to throw. He'll go left side here and complete this one. He's trying to get to the marker, but he's not going to get there. About a yard short. Now, what do you do on 4th and 1? Now the Rams going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll discuss what's to come as 4th down's looming. comes the blitz as he looks to throw. That is incomplete. Oh, they elected to throw on 4th and short. It does not work out. They turn it over on downs.
And here we have a real gutsy call here, Mike, early in this game offensively. I think you're giving up a surefire field goal attempt, but at the same time, you're demonstrating to your players, hey, offense, I have a lot of trust in you, and let's see if they have this same approach as the rest of this game plays on.
And this will not help the cause. He's going backward. Tackled back at the 8.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12.
Here we go. Here we go. Ready.
Back to throw. Thrown left side. The catch is made. He is out of bounds. Going to mark him at the 24-yard line. A gain of 16 yards. That's a Steeler first down. So, 2 minutes to play in a back-and-forth first half. Greg and I return to SoFi Stadium after a short break.
Ready.
Throwing now on 1st and 10. Now a ball deep, middle of the field. And he's going to take this one all the way. 75 yards. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
The kicker on
A beautiful combination in the air there. The pass downfield and bringing it the rest of the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And it's really just a great route, Mike, and then a beautiful throw. The accuracy of the throw is what allowed the receiver not only to secure the catch, but then be able to turn it up and finish the play and find himself in the end zone.
Here comes a return from the 3. A good return as he takes it across the 30.
And they're on the 31-yard line.
Let's go now.
Right away, they'll set up to throw. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
Complete to Keandre Lambert-Smith. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 35-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 6. He'll drop to throw. Rush comes. They're setting up the screen. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 2.
Take it. Hawk, 7.
That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 47.
And that first down was huge for this offense. Now they can take a deep breath. Focus on trying to put a late scoring drive together before we hit the halftime break.
They'll look to throw again. Quick throw, taken in, and they'll get about half of what they needed to pick up a 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 48-yard line.
From the gun, they'll go with Blue. And he will work this down inside the 40. That's going to be good enough to move the chains. First down. Now a timeout Rams, that's number 2. And they stop it with 19 seconds to go in this opening half. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. throw here is complete. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9. The Rams use their third and final timeout, as that'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. He's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him.
Derek Harmon. No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd and 1.
He'll get up and clock it here, and they're set up to possibly get 3 before the break. So, 1 half in the books. 2nd half coming up. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go. The 2nd half is underway. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line.
Let's go now.
Moore going in motion. This drive begins with a run by Harris. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd and 6. Blown back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And he's going to struggle to get back to the line. Maybe a yard. Cameron Kitchens there to bring him down.
3rd down.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
On the set.
It's 3rd and 4.
Come on. Set. Pat the 60. Pat.
That's complete. McKenzie with it. And he will have the first down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
Mike, I think we make so much of all these fancy routes, right? The selling, the head fakes, getting in and out of the break. And while that's really important to create separation, that's really more of a man beater. That's when teams want to just play you one-on-one and you have to beat the defender. Against zone defense like we saw here, it's a lot more simpler. Understand the concept of the play, understand where the holes in the defense are, and get there and be friendly to the quarterback. And if you're open, stay open. That's NFL route running. That's what the best guys do.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10.
Ready.
This one is complete to DK Metcalf. And he's out of bounds inside the 45-yard line.
A gain of 15.
First grab for Metcalf. Good for the first down.
Just a really good play design that time, Mike, from the offensive coordinator. They match up one of the most explosive playmakers in the NFL with a hook curl defender, and he's just not able to match up with one of the best route runners in the league.
Set to go now on 1st and 10.
Set up. Bronco 80. Ready.
They'll turn and hand this one off. He's going to be taken down at about the 30. That's 13 more on that play. And quickly, another first down.
And this is what happens when your offensive line and your back are in sync and on the same page. Great job by the O-line distorting the defense at the point of attack and then The running back understanding where that hole is, hitting it full speed, brings up a fresh set of downs.
They'll take this forward for about 5.
Carried by the wide receiver.
When they called that sweep, Mike, obviously they're thinking, let's pick up the first down. They didn't quite get to the chains, but I think they're going to be pretty happy with that game.
So, from the 25, it's 2nd and 5.
Here we go. Here we go.
That one out of the reach of the receiver's outstretched arms. It is incomplete. He was looking to get it to DJ Moore. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
There's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
Here we go. Set. Go.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. Now a deep ball toward the end zone. The Steelers going to send out their field goal unit here. This a 42-yard attempt. That one is good. And the Steelers will extend their 3rd quarter lead.
So anytime an offense comes off the field after settling for 3, you always have to take the good with the bad. In order to get down there in field goal range, you had to do something positive to move the ball. But at the same time, how are we going to be able to finish these drives and convert for 6 the next time we get down there?
From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
Back to throw here to begin the drive. Throw left side, caught by Ferguson. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8.
The drag route is such a good way to get the ball early into the hands of your tight end and take some pressure off the quarterback and give him an easy completion. The size and the athleticism allows them to try to pick up more yards, but do it after the catch.
Right there.
They run straight ahead with Blue. And I don't think he got there. Wrapped up at the line of scrimmage, and now you're looking at 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd.
Now the offensive coordinator's got a decision on his hand, Mike. It was 2nd and 1. He decides to go with a conservative run, gets stopped for no gain. He's in the exact same position now on 3rd down. Does he try to change it up, or does he just turn around and hand it off again?
They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard.
Go.
A run once more with Blue. And he's going to have a Rams 1st down. Able to convert, albeit not by much, but they get it on 3rd and a yard.
1st down.
And these are the tough yards you judge it back by, Mike. We used to say to our backs, hey, even if we don't block everyone, you've got to be your own blocker. Like, you have to find a way to get 1 yard and keep this drive alive. And I think he's able to pick up that 1st down by about a yard or 2.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. There's a throw right side. It's going to be incomplete.
Well defended there, and the quarterback's trying to attack this defense outside the numbers. Those really wide-angle throws near the sideline sometimes can be very hard to defend, so give a lot of credit to this secondary. They were all on the same page, and the ball falls incomplete.
2nd and 10. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. Pass brought in by Ferguson. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
It's a gain of
2 times they've
21
connected on this drive now.
And a Rams
It's one for 21 yards and a first down.
First and 10 at
What
the
a
42-yard
luxury
line.
that certain teams, when they have a guy like this, I mean, not only is he the big target, but then to have that size and speed to run away from these linebackers and do so much of his damage after the catch.
So they come to the line for first down and 10. They'll run. He'll try the left side now. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's second down.
1 yard gain brings up second and 9.
Ready up! Come on, set! Liking 18! Get up!
There's that man again. Another catch. And they'll take this down inside the 35. His 8th reception of the game. And good for a first down. A run with Blue. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. That's 13 more on that play. And quickly, another first down.
First and 10.
Finding yourself down here, multiple scores in the second half. The defense is going to give you some friendly run looks. So don't be afraid to mix it in there. But if you're going to find yourself coming back from this deficit, you're going to have to do it primarily through the air with just a little bit of mix of the run.
Bronco 80! 70, out!
To the ground, a first down run. And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down.
Tackle made at the 16-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings up second and 7.
Second and 7.
Here we go, set!
They'll look to throw. He couldn't set his feet, but he completes it anyway. And he will win the race to the pylon. He's in. Touchdown, L.A. Well, that's his second touchdown this one, and he's got a half dozen for the year. The extra point from Carty is good. And the Rams are able to cut the deficit to 10.
Joshua Carty to kick off for the
Here's
Rams.
Carty now. He'll kick it away following the touchdown. Jones now on the return. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25.
At their own 24-yard line.
So here's a first and 10 now. They'll start from the 24.
Let's go now!
They'll motion a tight end right.
19, Charger, 19!
On play action, he'll set up to throw. This one complete to Washington. And good yardage there after the catch. They'll wind up with a gain of 7 on first down.
It's a gain of 7.
This is a great example of why teams want to stay out of what they call passing downs, where a defense doesn't have to honor the run. In this case, they do, and man, the play-action pass just works off of that and can really lead to some chunk plays.
Ready!
From the 32-yard line now, here's second down and 3.
Get up! 70 Timberwolves!
So, 3 quarters now in the books. And Sunday Night Primetime continues after this. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Harris going to get it here as we start the 4th. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the first down marker. And they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
Here's 3rd and 2. They'll put a receiver in motion right. Pick this one up on the ground. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And that's it. Steelers getting ready to put this one away.
4th down.
And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. They'll start this on the ground with Blue. And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up 2nd down.
And we're starting to see the fruits of their labor paying off here. I mean, they've used this run game to throw a bunch of body blows throughout the entire contest. And while some of the carries didn't result in much at the time, it's clear they're starting to take its toll on this defense.
And he's going to fight forward. Didn't get a whole lot, but it's going to be enough to move the chains.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. That's caught by Puka. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 41-yard line.
From the 41. Here's 2nd and a couple. They'll run with Blue. No dice there. He is met and tackled behind the line of scrimmage.
This is pretty impressive from the big guy in the middle, Mike. I mean, typically we see these guys make most of their plays on the interior of the defense. They're big bodies, they're run stuffers. But look at the athleticism here as he's able to get outside the numbers and make the tackle behind the line of scrimmage.
Here comes 3rd and 6. There's a short one that's caught by Ferguson. He's going to have the 1st down. So they convert on 3rd down with a pickup of 9.
1st and 10 at the 47.
Up the middle they go. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5.
And as of right now, they find themselves trailing at the moment, but it's certainly not because of the ground game. I mean, he's averaging over 4 yards per carry. Just hasn't been enough to overcome some of their shortcomings elsewhere.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd and 4.
Let's go now.
I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a 3rd down.
And they got the look they were hoping for, one-on-one on the outside. He's just unable to hold on to it through contact, and I think that was a big opportunity missed.
Here's a 3rd down and 4.
Here we go, shot.
And that is incomplete.
I I just don't like the look of this passing game, Mike. It just seems a bit erratic. On top of the 2 straight incompletions, they've already turned the ball over through the air. And truthfully, with how dangerous some of these throws have been, they're lucky it hasn't been even more.
Trailing late, they've got to go here. It's 4th down.
Count to 60. Go.
He's got a man. That's Nacua, complete. And they're going to get the 1st down. They were forced to go for it, and it's going to work out for them.
Offensively, landing a lot of body blows on this drive, Mike. Just the ability to steadily march the ball downfield and remain so efficient, both run and pass. As they continue to wear this defense out, they have to find a way to end this drive with points. Anything short of that would be a bit of a letdown.
And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
That's another Rams 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Out of the gun, a give to Blue. And he will score! Game on! Jaden Blue! Touchdown Rams! Greg, they are pecking away in this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance, but can they get a stop and get the ball back again for a chance to go down and really make this one interesting?
So they've cut into the lead. Now just a field goal behind as they kick it off. Jones now on the return. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
Here we go.
Now, faking the give. That'll be batted away. Incomplete. Coverage very strong defensively. It's 2nd down.
And at this stage of the game, it's both teams that are really seeing who can make the big play to swing the game in their favor. And this time, it's the defense. He's able to get his hands on it. Mike, I think they're lucky he wasn't able to get both hands on it because it could have been even a bigger play.
Back to the air again on 2nd and 10. Metcalf reels it in on the right side. And he'll be out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35-yard line. A big one here in the 4th quarter. 37 yards. They'll come up here, 1st and 10.
Let's go.
They'll give on the ground. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe gets a yard out of that one. It's 2nd down. He'll look to throw. That's deep for the back of the end zone. And that ball led him too far, maybe too wide. Out of bounds, incomplete.
So, of course, you prefer to connect on that throw, but think about it like this, Mike. The more they continue to test this defense downfield, the more it's going to open up some of those shorter passes underneath.
This crowd into it now as we get to 3rd down. Now they'll set up to throw. Complete. Metcalf with the grab. His 2nd catch of the drive. This one good for 15 and a 1st down.
A gain
And this is what can happen when you're so worried about protecting the sticks, Mike. You force them to throw the ball underneath, but then you've got to be able to rally the ball and tackle. But they weren't able to do it before he gets to the line to gain, and he ends up picking up the first down anyway.
Ready.
On first down, it's Harris. And a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards. Now the Rams going to use the first of their timeouts, and they'll get together prior to this second down play.
Coming slow, 6 racks on a sweater. Think I'm chilling, I'm just chilling with the fellas. Grandma always told me never trust us.
Come on, set.
On the toss, they'll run. And he'll be near the first down marker. It's called a gain of 3, but a short yardage situation coming up on third down.
3-yard gain on the play.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. Third and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
It's going to be third. They need 1.
Here we go, set. Go.
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. And he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch. Darnell Washington. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. He's got another one. His second touchdown of the evening. No problem there on the extra point. And the Steelers will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This is fielded inside the 5. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start. This drop. They'll come up for 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's got room past the 35. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 40-yard line. 13 yards to start that drive. And a quick first down.
It's been tough sledding for this offense all day today, Mike, but especially here in the second half. So they are just in desperate need of a spark. Just something to get their offense into a little bit of a rhythm if they want to have any chance to find themselves back into this game here late.
Real quick, whole squad on that rim. 0 to 100, real quick. Real quick. 0 to 100, real quick. Real quick.
Time is an issue. 1 timeout, 2-minute warning to work with, but they need points. First down and 10. They will not get this one off. It'll be a delay of game. Here's first down.
Let's go.
Back to throw. Else another catch for his favorite target. And they'll have it across midfield down at the opposing 46-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
So, 2 minutes to play here in the second half. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. Here's 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
They'll drop to throw. That's into the hands of Jaden Blue. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 39-yard line.
They'll look to throw yet again. The pass rush gets home, and he goes down.
When you can win so fast as an edge rusher, you put so much pressure on the quarterback to speed everything up. He can sense that pressure coming either from his front or back side. It either speeds up and leads to an errant throw, or in this case, it leads to a sack.
Shotgun snap as they'll throw it on 3rd down. And they're going to get this ball down to the 20-yard line. A big one there on 3rd down, good for 26 yards. They'll need to score and do it quickly. Still 1 timeout left. Final minute, 1st and 10.
Hicks pass complete to Puka Nacua. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 12-yard line.
They come up for 2nd and 2. He'll drop to throw. Going right back to Nacua, complete. And this is going to be a touchdown. Hold everything. They are not done yet. Carty now to add the extra point. The kick is good. Important extra point. The difference is just 3, a field goal here in the 4th quarter. In need of a recovery and a quick field goal, here comes the onside kick. The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away.
Late in the game, this is where you see teams really start taking some chances. And boy, this was a big one, but it's not going to work out.
Only 1 timeout remaining for the defense as they take a knee. So this one in the win column for the Steelers. They bounced back from the loss last week, really put in a determined effort, and will come away with the victory.